Alright, we're on. Everything's on. Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the ShiteTalk podcast. It's been a hot minute.
It has indeed.
It's fair to say.
It has indeed.
This is our first episode of 2022. Did you realise that?
No, I did not. That's bad. That's poor from us.
That is poor from us.
That's poor.
But I think it's fair to say, and this brings us on to the first question of the podcast, you know, we've had very good reasons for not recording episodes. It's been a very, very busy beginning to the year.
Yes.
So I guess the first question is, Mr. Grievach, what have you been up to? Why haven't you been able to record?
So basically, yeah.
What's he going to come out with?
The clogs are turning. I've got nothing. No, but pretty much it was down to a combination of things. One of them being that I had family over from England, who I obviously haven't seen since COVID, so that took a chunk of the time. And then the other time was between college work, which has decided to fist me, and then the other half was just regular work, and it's all kind of formed a nice little
ball of shit.
Exactly the word I was going to use. So yeah, that's what I've been flat out and doing a few bits here and there, and sure, you know, we're still here, as you say. Got through the pandemic. You love to see it.
We're through it, boys. It's over.
We're through it. Touch wood.
Is this even wood? We'll call
it's probably, yeah, we'll just do that there. I'll ask you then, mate. What have you been up to recently? What's been the crack?
Well, I mean, yeah, college has been pretty wild. Obviously, finished final year. I actually would have said that on, I think I said it on a verdict recently. Finished final year in college.
This is your final.
I'm finished college.
Holy shit! I thought you were in third year.
Yeah, I am. I am in third year. The course is only 3 years long.
Oh shit!
Now I was in college for 4 years because I did a course that was shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Else. Yeah.
But yeah,
Matt,
I'm not
that's Kelly's finished college.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
You're an adult now.
I'm not. Don't say that,
lad.
I'm gonna start.
I've got 1 year left. Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, Sham.
So
that's crazy.
That's been great. Well, so long as the assignments have gone well,
yeah,
and I don't have to repeat anything, then yeah, I am.
No.
Officially a qualified media guy.
You'd love to see that.
Whatever that leads to. But yeah, obviously on part of that. On top of that, I've been trying to keep consistent on YouTube, which I think for the most part we've done a fairly alright job.
Yeah, I think as well. That's the other side of it as well. It's like we haven't. It's not like we haven't been recording other things. Like,
yeah, we've been recording a lot of football videos this year, which is a nice change of pace of the last 2 years where
we haven't done anything.
We've had COVID and stuff, and
other
stuff has come up, and we've just not been able to be as consistent on the football vids as we would have liked. But you know, we're hoping that consistency is going to continue. But we've kept that going, and I've also recently started working as part of the Longford Town media team as well.
That's Kelly is moving up in the world.
Yeah,
Kelly is going.
I mean, I'm not getting paid for it. Getting some much needed experience.
There you go. But you know, look, experience counts. Experience counts for something. And I suppose you can put yourself now as a commentator.
Yes, boys.
Which is mad actually. And obviously I've seen the post. As if you haven't seen it, Kelly's the new Peter Drury, Longford Town's latest winner. It was a moment of poetry, a moment of magic.
Sam Verdon, 93rd minute. I will say though, am I starting to become a little bit of a good omen for Longford Town? Because I've commentated on 2 games now.
They both were late winners,
both
weren't they?
games late winners.
I'm just saying,
Darren Craven against Galway, Sam Verdon against Wexford. That's all I'm saying.
And the thing is, like, we obviously love to see Longford Town commentators, and obviously they do a fantastic job. But that's, you know, you need a bit of, if you need a lucky charm, this man right here, he's
the proof's in the pudding.
He's got a bit of spice, you know. That's what I'm saying, man.
The proof's in the pudding, but yeah, no, it's been really fucking fun.
I know. It actually looks like, it sounds like a fucking serious setup. Even if just like, if nothing else, it's just watching football. Like, you know,
it's watching football, and like, it's quite literally doing what I'm doing on YouTube, but like live and stuff. Like, remember we did the Champions League final. We will be doing another Champions League.
You'd
final.
love to see that. Can't wait for that.
Reaction: Real Madrid versus Liverpool. More on that later. But yeah, that was great. I love like commentating on games live. It just so happens, and it's, you know, I've been doing media, but there's been a part of me that's like, what am I actually going to do when I finish? That's the question.
See, yeah, I suppose that's the thing though, isn't it? Because like once for you, you've actually like the end is in sight for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like now the question asked, like, what are you going to, or what would you like to even go on to do? And I think if we're being honest, commentary would be such a sick area to get into. Like
yeah.
Speaking from myself, like if I was doing what you were doing and I had a choice, man, I'd 100% get in the commentary. Like, obviously now not to sway your mind, but
I'd agree because like
it's just it looks like such a class setup. Like, I've always said commentary. Obviously it's hard enough to get into, and there's work that goes on in the background for it. But it is such, at its core, it's such a cool job. Like realistically, like
especially if you get a job where you're able to go. Traveling to games and commentating like on Champions League games and stuff like that is like, man, that'd be fucking unbelievable. Obviously, quite a bit down the road, I've only just started commentating on League of Ireland football. So,
but the dream is there.
The dream is there. The dream is there.
I mean, Virgin Media will need a commentator soon. Obviously, who have they got now? It's not. Is it still? Does Brian Kerr still do commentary, or is he more pundit now?
Brian Kerr, he does a bit of commentary here.
I think so, but not as often as he used to.
Yeah. Yeah, like for my stuff at Longford Town, I've been mainly doing like co-coms.
Yeah.
So like expert analysis.
The lineups and
I'd love to give like the main commentary a go.
I think, to be fair, even if you look back to the Champions League when we did last year, the main commentary, which obviously you took
the expert analysis.
Yeah. Well, expert analysis to a degree. But yeah, no, even at that, like you could see like it's there for you to know, like it's something that you could do, and it's obviously co-commenter for now. There's always one up. The goal is there.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It is
there.
And I think on top of that as well, it's also given me a chance to get back in touch with the League of Ireland, which is something I haven't done for quite a while, because obviously I have a bit of history in the League of Ireland as well. With, like,
as we discussed before.
Yes, obviously my dad played League of Ireland for many, many years, and I played for a year.
The GOAT.
I played for a year.
But it was a good year. It was a good year.
As years go, it was a good one. So, I just think it's good to get out and support your local team anyway.
Yeah. Especially especially in League of Ireland, like, because obviously like soccer isn't Ireland's main sport in any sense. Yeah, in any sense, soccer. So it's like, it's good to see that there's like, and it's obviously, like you say, it's good to get back in touch with like the core of the soccer. Like, obviously the league obviously we're second division now.
Longford Town are in the first division, and then got relegated last year. So they'll be looking to. I think at this stage the title might be a little bit too far. I know it's quite early in the season still, but I think they'll be looking at getting into playoffs and trying to get a route back up that way.
Very good, very good.
But at the minute, Cork City are kind of running away with it. But Cork and Galway are the top two, and they're like big clubs that really shouldn't be. Yeah,
Galway in particular, I was looking at as well. Galway,
like Cork only won the league a couple of years ago, and obviously they had such huge like financial issues and stuff like that. So that kind of contributed to their downfall.
Pain.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's been really enjoyable to get back in touch with the League of Ireland, but obviously start off my media journey that sense. But yeah, I think it's fair to say we're just looking forward to the summer now and getting back into really like the nitty gritty of this podcast.
Yeah,
we are back. We're not going to take another hiatus for 6 months again. Well, I hope not.
Yeah, no, fingers crossed. Like, Jesus.
As long as there's no global pandemic again or something like that.
Yeah, funny you should say that. I seen, literally, I don't know why, but I get like Google notifications, like, for whatever fucking reason. Like, Samsung, I don't know why you keep doing this to me, man. I don't care. This is the only one I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
There was some fucking disease that had its first case in England.
Oh shit.
And it was something pox.
Oh no.
And now, this could be wrong, but I did see there was notifications. So I was just like, please no. I don't need this. I don't want this. I've had, like, not to put it down on the podcast before we've even get into it, but I seen it and I was just like, please no.
It's not ideal.
Now again, it could be something that's controlled.
Yeah.
But I just seen it. It's just funny that you should mention, like, we got through it and I was just like, notification just came on the phone. So F's in the chat. We're fucked. But yeah, no, like, really, I think, like you say, like, both of us really like are mad to get into the football, like, and the content of it. And then, like, obviously summer opens up like more chances to do more things. Like, obviously winter is like, we can get by. Well, I say we, like, yourself, like, because Kelly is behind. Like, all work, lads, Kelly has to do to try and set up a good, like a proper recording for a football video is crazy. It's with, like,
today was even more crazy though for this podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna actually lead into that. Like, lads, if you could see the setup that we have going on here, the wires and the, like, I walked into this house and I was like, Jesus. I have no clue what half of these do. So yeah.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I think the setup is going to get even more. There's going to be even more wires out here in a couple of days because the PlayStation is getting moved out here.
Yes,
the upcoming series, which
it's a beautiful segue into it. Actually,
we can talk about because I feel this is the podcast.
Yeah, this is probably the place to promote it. So that's a good segue into, I suppose, a good segue into a new topic. Well, an announcement anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll pass it over to yourself, Aaron, to announce what's coming up. Obviously, Kelly's signed a multi-million-pound deal. He's come into a bit of money and he's invested. And what's the investment, Aaron?
We're creating a football club, boys.
Oh yes!
No, this was on FIFA. We're doing a FIFA series, something that I think we've tried before and it's just not really worked.
This is, to be fair, this is the first FIFA where it's like properly possible, like, do you know?
Well, we're going to try and do a little creative club and try and make it as interactive with the audience as possible. And it's going to be called, the team's going to be called Crinklebottom's Crusaders.
Funny, I've almost heard that surname somewhere before, actually.
Yes, that is because the manager of the team will be a certain alter ego from the channel that has appeared multiple times now.
He has significant shares in the club.
Yeah, we're going to create him in FIFA. If we can at all. And we're going to, like, you know what you can do like the press conferences now. We're going to put like really prick-like responses.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be horrible. The morale is going to be horrible.
We're going to try and manage that, though, because we don't want to get sacked for being a wanker.
Yeah. It's very possible that could happen. If there was ever an ego that would get sacked, it would be himself.
It would be himself. But we're talking about bringing He Who Shall Not Be Named back as well for a third installment into the Bake Off as well.
Oh, yes.
Because you made a little call out, actually.
I did, actually, which was some BTS for these boys. Me and Danny said whoever wins the Bake, I think I said this before, whoever wins the Bake Off will call him out on camera. And I didn't expect to win because, again, in the Bake Off, you can't see it, but my cake/biscuit bar, how would you describe it? It didn't look properly baked. It looked semi-raw in the middle.
I think it was.
Yeah, Kelly, to be fair, Kelly ate the cooked section, the outer section, which was...
You mean Nigel ate?
Nigel ate, sorry. Jesus, I'm making mistakes left, right, and centre here, boys.
People think we're the same people.
It is, and it's.
I find it kind of offensive.
It is kind of offensive, and I do apologise for that because that's
okay.
It's different.
I'll
it's
forgive
a
you.
completely different class of people altogether.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's it was completely.
It didn't certainly from like standing behind the camera.
It didn't look great. When
cool.
I pulled it out, I was like, I've lost because it was going to go one way or the other, and it went completely the wrong way.
Because I don't think you were given probably enough time to fully cook it.
But that was probably down to myself. I picked something without looking through it properly. I seen it on TikTok and I was like, that looks fucking class. Yeah. It looks handy. Like there's about 4 or 5 ingredients. I could surely do that. And then it turned out that it needed about fucking 20-30 minutes, and we had already spent ages. And the boys were like, the boys had to be fed. The boys had to be fed. There was people waiting for dinner, and I was just like, fuck it, call it, pull it out, and if it's shit, it's shit.
But to be fair, I did try a little bit of it after the shoot, and it was actually
actually tastes class.
It was actually
on a real, like, the middle section, which none of us ate, obvious reasons for that.
Yeah.
But the outer section that was kind of like crispy or like hard, and then it was kind of it actually was kind of cooked. And
I will say though, I as the producer / director of the show, actually got many complaints that Mr. Grivach had won episode 2 of the Bake Off.
No way!
From people saying, there was some people, I won't give names, but you know them very well.
I remember
that were saying, how have you given Jack the win? How have you let Jack win here? And I was like, hey, it wasn't my decision, number one.
That's fast fact to God.
It always comes back down to
Nigel,
the creator of it all.
Yeah.
Whereas like Nigel should be getting the blame because Nigel gave you the dub.
Yeah, and Nigel's walking off richer.
But I will say, if I was given the chance, it's probably going to be a bit of a hot take. Yours actually did taste better than Danny's.
Oh.
So based off that logic, I think I would have given it the win too as well.
There is a conspiracy going around this bake-off because many people claimed from this shoot, and it was multiple sources leaked from the table in the kitchen,
right?
That Danny didn't want to win the bake-off anyway to begin with. So even if now I'm not saying that affected the judging voice because obviously there was an impartial judge in Nigel, but there was I definitely remember hearing something at the table or a little leak when the cameras were off at one point by saying that he wasn't overly fussed if he didn't win.
Okay, well it could be argued then that he didn't put 150% into it. And he made a lemon drizzle the first time,
and he made an orange,
like an orange one this time. Maybe he could have tried more.
He could have. But then again, look,
good
bakers.
If maybe if my auntie had balls, she'd be my uncle, but she doesn't, so she's not. So Grivach won because Danny didn't try leg. To be honest, and that's not your fault.
That's not my fault. I came in with an actual recipe, boys. In case you don't know, Grivach don't bake. I don't bake. I almost brought fucking salt instead of sugar. I could have easily done that.
The last memory I have of, or the only memory I had of you in a kitchen anywhere was the classic video from TY. When, I walked up behind you, all you hear is, "Hi!"
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
That was like the only
different times.
Yeah.
That was to be fair. That was the only time that I was ever properly in a kitchen regularly, and now it's like.
To be fair, Bake Off, you were stressed though. Like I was. Could tell, I could tell from the bits I've seen, you were stressed.
But it was. You know what it was? Because it was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like when there was one moment I definitely remember when I got the whisk. The whisk, lads, is not complicated, and obviously, but I had a fear that I would break the whisk.
Right.
So when I turned it on. I did. You might not have seen it on camera, but I did like a little practice thing just to see how it works. So I didn't just fucking ram it in and then fucking break it. Yeah, no, but there was a thing I think where like I noticed one of the fucking things was lower than the other, like the spinny yolks, and I was like, oh my god, I'm after breaking it. It was only then did the cameraman for the day, Stephen, remind me that you can take the fucking things out to clean them. I
do remember one stage I stared in the video where you are cracking an egg over the sink, and all you hear is and then like Nigel comes over and he was like, "What's wrong with you there, John?"
Nothing.
And you were like, "Nothing. It's a perfectly good egg."
The camera may have caught some shell as well. I can't lie. The camera may have caught some shell, but anyway, getting back obviously to the main topic in question. So obviously the FIFA series is coming.
Yes.
That's going to be happening very very soon. So obviously then there's going to be you were talking about interactions. There's going to be obviously. It's going to be a 2-part series, isn't there? So there's going to be the FIFA, but there's also another spin.
So
I don't know if you've revealed that or not.
I haven't revealed that. I'll reveal it now. So basically, I'm thinking of doing like half a season per episode.
Okay.
Not playing every game, but playing a lot of them, and then just putting in like
the big kind of games,
in the
maybe.
Highlights, yeah. And at the end of every season, so every 2 episodes, doing like a goal recreations of like the goal of the season, which could be elite. And I'm also looking at possibly creating a kit like on one of those websites. And buying one, getting one of the names of the players
that
on the
would
back.
be mad. I think we'd all have to get involved in that.
I think so.
I think for the recreation episodes,
everyone would have to
wear a jersey.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
That'd be so good. So
can I just say as well, actually, just a side note, shout out to the man designing your kit because fucking hell, man, that's not a bad little kit.
He doesn't have an awful lot to do in his day-to-day life, clearly. But,
just down there, just on the forward, just like I can design it.
No, he actually has done a sick job. I'll give him that.
Yeah, shout out to him.
He's done a sick job. I don't know if them kits are going to be usable though or purchasable because I think when you have to buy like a whole set of them rather than just one, which is a bit of a bummer. But there are some websites where you can just buy one. Now I don't know if it's going to be to the same quality. But
for the sake of a video or two, I think it could be worth looking into anyway.
If we could buy a set of like 3 or 4, so like a few of us would have to wear them in the videos, then that'd be pretty funny, alright.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm fully up for that. I'm committing to this, and it's gonna be bloody decent.
Yeah, and I think we've got a big. We were already talking there actually over a little cup of tea that we've got a big summer ahead in terms of the podcast itself because we were looking at getting some guests on, some big name guests.
The names have been thrown out there, lads, and I have to say for the podcast that we're doing, monumental.
Yeah.
Monumental names are being thrown
I've
out
started
there.
putting out the feelers. We've got some connections within the industry.
Kelly's been working his magic.
And who knows? It might happen. Now, not every episode. If it's going to be like a collab, or if it's going to be like we're getting a guest on, I don't feel like this studio is quite up to code when it comes to getting people in. Because number one, it's quite small actually. This space we have, what we've done. We actually have made the studio look quite good in this corner of the room.
Yeah,
it's quite good. Then in that corner behind me, you've got the green screen. But every other part of this room is a fucking dive.
Oh,
so that might be something in the summer we look at doing. But I would love to do up this studio someday, as in like make it proper sick, like with the old soundproofing and everything.
I think if we had the time over summer
and the money,
that is the other side of it.
Like I'm gonna get myself another one of them Blue Yeti mics that you are.
Yeah, these are elite.
As fine a job as this does, it's not quite,
It's not the levels.
It's levels. We're moving up in the world.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
That could be. It could be. We're looking at a good summer for the podcast
for the boys.
And we're not going to say how consistently we're going to upload. Obviously, in the height of lockdown last year, we were smashing it. To be fair,
we were, but it was the only issue we had. Obviously, was with Zoom, and they were technical issues. They weren't issues with us recording. Whereas now, with life going back to it, there's not technical issues, but there's little hiccups with like trying to meet up and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hopefully now we will get a chance to do it more consistently. We're not going to say it's going to be one every 2 weeks because like shit comes up and you just can't commit to that. Like we were in lockdown, so like we weren't going anywhere.
No, and like the most we had to do was work. Like I remember there was a time when like how would you describe it? Like even when I had college work to do, I remember going out for a run in between my college lectures and still getting back in time to go on the Zoom, so it wasn't like we had a whole lot to do back then. And even if we did, we could fit it in between because like again we were stuck at home
also with the prices of diesel going up these days as well with the old
we
war
can't,
and that
we can't think about that, the diesel and the petrol prices.
So I cannot be asking Grievach to come over here like once a week. That's just not feasible anymore. But if we get like a neutral location, maybe
not to reveal anything too.
Yeah, if we get like a neutral location where Grievach isn't having to make the trek all the way over here, we could like jump on a train, or
there's alternate routes. There's definitely alternate routes for what we were discussing.
Yeah, the train is quite expensive as well. To be fair.
The train. I don't know what's happened to the train.
We're both still technically students, so you can get a discount. My student card expires in October, so.
You You sort that out.
Yeah. So we can keep using it even if we're qualified.
Yes. I am still a student. I'm just a postgrad.
I have a mate actually, and he'd be listening to this, that gets the train from Carrick-on-Shannon to Maynooth every day, and he never buys a train ticket.
You, sir, are elite. Man, you, sir, know your stuff.
Imagine how much money you'd have to pay, though, to get
a
weekly from Carrick to Maynooth.
Nah.
Like, you should pay your train tickets. You should, like, I feel like the one time I don't buy a train ticket, I'll be caught.
Well, I have a funny story about that, actually. A similar thing happens with myself. And, so basically, it's one of these times where I was like, now, obviously, like, how would you describe this? I'm quite a bad overthinker.
Okay.
And I was with, I actually, I won't expose this person, but they will know who they are. This person basically we were going on a train, right? And I had a student, so I was getting, handy, cheap enough one, right, ticket. And like this person would have had to pay for an adult ticket,
right?
But this person is also short,
okay.
So they paid for a child's ticket. Which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with paying for a child's ticket.
Yeah.
However, Grievach's mind just wasn't having it. Grievach's mind was overthinking it to shit. This was not as old and as wise as Grievach was now, so to speak. So anyway, we got on the train. It was all that, and then obviously I was like, the train, ticket checker one's not going to come around and all this shit. And then he comes through the fucking door with his little clicky shit, looking for tickets. I'm going to check, make sure everyone's got the right ticket.
Oh, Jesus.
And then all I hear is, pretend you're asleep. You got to pretend you're asleep. So I was shitting it. I agree, but this is the most stressed I've ever been in my life because I was just overthinking it. So this person was on the inside or on the outside. So I was there fucking trying to sleep. And all you hear from me is... Oh, I'm gonna get nicked. Greenwatch is thinking he's gonna get thrown off the train, like in the middle of the tracks. But long story short, nothing happened. Like, but again, just stupid thing.
Yeah.
Greenwatch overthinking it, but yeah.
To be fair, I'm the same in the sense that I'm like, if I don't buy a ticket, if I risk it, I'm getting nicked, but like
you get found out for it. Like yeah.
So like I do get the train from Maynooth to Leaslip, 6-minute train journey to go training on a Tuesday or Thursday. Lad, I'm like, I buy a ticket. If I don't buy a ticket, I'm like. This is,
You're
like,
done.
Nobody ever checks at that time either.
Yeah.
But like, I've never once seen someone check at that time. Well, I'm like, the one time I don't buy a ticket,
It'd be the time.
I'll be caught.
Did you know that's so true? It literally would though. It would be the
It's
one
exactly
time.
how it would happen.
And the worst thing is, you don't want to get like, as stupid as it is, you don't want to get caught on the 6-minute train. Like, you know, because
that's get off the next
that's
stop.
peak. Like if you get caught on a 6-minute train, like that man is fucking flying through the train, checking everyone. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. Totally. It's
I used to have a leap card, which was always handy for.
See, yeah, my father had the same, and it was such a like a convenience to have, like, you know.
I had it when I was living up in Dublin pre-COVID, so I was making like 20-minute train journeys to get into college. So it was just handier than having to, mess around with fucking tickets and shit. But because I was living on campus this year, I didn't really have to deal with tickets too much.
That's the other side of it as well, yeah.
Only when I was going somewhere, which would be like twice a week, like. So, yeah, bit of a fucking tangent. They were talking about trains and stuff.
I've just noticed. Yeah, this is the thing. Have we even really got into this podcast yet? We're like fucking what? Surely about half an hour into this podcast.
We're about half an hour in, I'd say, at this point.
This is what you get with us, though. Like this is, and like we kind of just, when we haven't recorded in a while as well. You can just, it's very easy to go off on the tangents.
It's just like.
But they're entertaining tangents, I would argue.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so. One point I do want to bring up is, have you? There's no way that you haven't seen this going on. Seen the TikTok beef that's been happening.
Oh my god! Is it? I assume you're on about. Is it Ed Matthews?
Yes, and
Simple
Simon. But it doesn't just end with Ed Matthews.
Oh
and
no, it doesn't, because
there is a huge tangent which all started
with Cal.
With Cal the Dragon.
Can we also, right? So before we get into this, we need to talk about this. Can we talk about the W this man has on his chest? Yeah. Cal has a huge, like, this man. Right,
he's A-side.
he's completely he's clear. He is goated. Lad, the man plays in his garden against pots, spades, shovels, rackets, and he swindled a fucking porn star that's basically trying to use him for clout. Yeah. He's turned her against some other one. Yeah. Two of these randomers now that he's met through fucking doing this shit, he's now turned them against each other, and he's just sitting on the sideline there playing the season 2 of the fucking Garden League. Like, he is so clear, man. Clear.
Like, it's essentially one big pyramid.
It is.
So and Cal the Dragon is sitting at the top of it on his high horse, 100%. And he's just loving life.
Mate, he was on recently
Soccer AM.
Soccer AM. And not only that, he was on a film. He did a shoot with Chris MD and Rotashaw.
Literally our dream.
Yeah, like, honest to God, the man. And what he's been doing this, only about shortly, the proper Garden League before he blew up, surely only about maybe a year.
Yeah,
at most.
I think lockdown is when he started to really blow
and
up.
now he got involved with all these other people.
So you got he started off, Simple Simon was his manager, I guess. And then they started filming with this one, Astrid Wet.
Well, that's like, lads. Can we also say that Astrid Wet is overrated as fuck? Like, just like every time I see Astrid Wet's face, I just think like that's, and I mean no disrespect here on the podcast. Yeah. I just don't get what's so good about her. Like, honestly, lads, like, why? And like, she it's like almost she knew it. Because she went to Cal the Dragon to try and get clout.
Yeah, she's definitely done some very questionable things. Like,
man.
I mean, questionable, bordering on illegal, but
underlined illegal.
Yeah,
red marker circled. Like, someone needs to. Do you ever see that fucking Jamie Carragher was like, check his hard drive? Check the hard drive, lads. There's some dodgy shit going on.
So you got Cal, you got Simon and Astrid. They started filming videos together.
TikTok's not his track.
I was very happy and stuff. And then Simon, it was clear that Cal had like a thing for Astrid. Like,
yeah, it became very clear though after like a while that like he obviously had, like you say, feelings, And then it became quite obvious after a while that she obviously found this out, and she's gone.
She was like,
"Here we go.
Yeah,
I've hooked him."
Yeah,
and it's fucking horrible. It's actually vile when you think about it.
Yeah,
like,
it's poor.
It's so bad.
And then Simon and Astrid seemed to be getting it on, which was very, very questionable period because she's like 20 and he's like 50.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's old, like.
Yeah, and so then Cal dropped the two of them. Fucking guy.
He, my man.
But it was all kind of thanks to Ed Matthews because he
kind of
called it out.
He was duetting videos, wasn't he? And he was kind of saying like,
he was like going on lives with Cal and saying, yeah, they're using you and all this kind of stuff. And then that ended up with Simon and Ed getting in a war of words. They're now having a boxing match. And on the undercard, Astrid is fighting Elle Brooke.
Mate, what's happened?
And in the middle of this, you got like Aaron Hunt and all them boys that are just like going on lives with them, raking in the fucking views, and just like enjoying life.
This is it, like, you know.
UK TikTok, man.
It's gone. It's elite.
It's been like, it's gone clear.
Can we like? Everyone says like, you know, oh, America does it better. No, lad, no one does it better than England.
No.
And it pains me to say it, but English TikTok is gold mine. It's a gold mine for where in America are you going to see this kind of like goings on? No. This is elite level of shit.
I seen one recently, and it was on the day of their press conference, which looked like it was taking place in a Tesco fucking staff.
It was a fucking janitor room or something like.
So you had this big press conference start off, and on the same day, Cal the Dragons Fire United bet Plant Pot FC 14-0 in the Gardens League.
It was a huge dub, and
the boys.
Come on, the parade. I'm looking forward to the parade actually of the.
Imagine if we got like a Dragons Fire United versus Crinkle Bombs Crusaders.
That would be elite, actually. That would be even a five-a-side. That'd be class. I'd be up for that.
But yeah, now Simon is fighting Ed in a boxing match because that's how we resolve our problems on
in social media.
These days.
Yeah.
And Astrid Wet is fighting Elle Brooke. Elle Brooke got involved because she started making videos with Cal after Astrid. And
did you see? I know this is. I don't mean to cross you, but did you see? They were on a night out or something.
I've seen plenty of night out.
Videos. So basically,
this is a row that happened.
Yeah, so where I think it was Astrid went over to Elle, or Elle went over to Astrid, and then just fucking. I don't know what happened. I can't remember what happened, but a bit of pulling the hair and all this crap. You know, a bit of tension there. Yeah. You know, and again, I'd argue over nothing. Like, my thoughts on this are like, if you are an adult filmmaker, shall we say?
Yes.
Can you really be exposed and like any more
than what you're putting out?
Yeah, like. Everyone knew, right, that she was using Cal. That's already out there, so you can't come back from that. Everyone knew what was going on with that. And then Elle comes in and says some things that are basically just words. Like, they're what, can we? I'm going to try and get it up, actually. I'll try and get it up for you. But
I did see there was a live where they were just shouting over each other recently, Elle and Astrid. And basically,
Jesus.
I think Elle was like, you're advertising porn to 14-year-olds. Apparently, this is like, I don't know if this has apparently been proved correct. I don't know. But apparently Astrid has been like literally advertising her porn, like throwing it into like group chats of like 14-year-olds. Which is a criminal matter. It just is.
Brother, I didn't realise that.
That's what Elle was saying on the live.
No, because so just to clear up, I thought when because I heard it, she was like, oh, you're advertising porn to 14-year-olds. I just thought that meant she was just
on TikTok.
Yeah, or just publicly. I didn't realise she was in fucking group chats.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh dear God.
And then there was another thing Elle said. She was like, if you're such a big Chelsea fan, why do you get your tits out at like the memorials outside Stamford Bridge or whatever?
Oh fuck.
Which she does. And
that's
do you know what her response was? She was like, that's just my thing. That doesn't make it okay. Imagine like your great granddad was like a pioneer for Chelsea Football Club or whoever it was, and you just see Astrid Wet getting her
tits out,
like in front of that memorial. You'd be fucking livid.
No, and even if you take it to my club, if it was in front of the Munich disaster. You know, if that and
Yeah.
but that's the kind of level she
Or
will
if you're
get to.
Liverpool,
Like,
outside the '96
no.
Hillsborough Memorial.
she's got to go. She has to go.
She has to go, bro.
She has to go.
It's it's just so disrespect. It's horrific, actually. It's she's not a great human now.
No,
to be
she
honest.
is real like.
God, it's been a while since we've gotten in on someone on the podcast.
Yeah,
boys,
man, but this is peak, man. This is peak. I cannot find them tweets, by the way, for whatever reason, but
probably deleted. To be fair.
probably yeah. But yeah. So the main question has to be asked, mate. Are you watching? First off, can we establish, is this an actual, like, is it like a pay-per-view? Is it on TikTok Live? Because in theory, I'd argue it should be on TikTok Live because it started on TikTok.
Yeah, well, it should be like, keep it to its roots, innit?
Yeah, keep it.
I'll tell you what it is doing. You know, there's this fella, he was like one of the promoters or the creators of Clash of Creators, Tom Sharman.
Oh, yeah?
He follows me on Twitter and Instagram. We've
Shout out.
back and forth in the old DMs a couple of times. Shout out, Tom. He said that Ed and Simon came to him asking him to put it on, just like they put on Clash of Creators or whatever, and they reckoned they would sell out the O2. That's bad enough. But they reckoned they'd get 1 million pay-per-view buys. Tom laughed at them. He put it out in a tweet. Tom laughed at them, and they hung up on him. So yes, mate, Ed Matthews versus Simple Simon with Elle Brooke and Astrid Wet on the undercard is indeed a pay-per-view event. What do we think of that, lads? So no, I will not be watching that dross. To be fair, if it was free, if it was like a TikTok Live, I think we could have done like a live show.
I actually would have loved to do because that's my next question. I was going to say if it's not pay-per-view, should the boys do a little reaction?
Like, it's probably only.
You could probably find it somewhere.
You could find it somewhere. I was gonna say it's probably only like £7, but not like.
Do you really want to spend £7?
KSI Logan Paul, the first one was £7.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and the thing is, man,
the second one was obviously a bigger event, so it was like.
But
20,
that blew up though. Yeah, that was huge. But the thing is, man, you're not paying £7 just to watch fucking Simple Simon and Ed Matthews. You're paying £7 to watch Astrid Wet and Elle Brooke fucking throw handbags at each other for either like 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Like, there's a video of fucking Astrid Wet where she's like sparring and she goes for an uppercut and it's literally like
it was like
it's slow motion. It's like because the fucking gloves are heavy. Like, I don't blame her. Like, the gloves are fucking heavy. Like, if you don't train proper boxing, like anyone will tell you, it's fucking hard to fucking throw a decent punch, like, you know. And these two are just going at it, like, and that's the other thing is 1 million. They think they're gonna sell out the O2, like,
not a chance, man.
Man, the thing about it is, like,
you had your press conference in a Tesco staff room.
Not even that, but like, yeah, fair enough. It's gonna be a funny scrap, like, and you're gonna, regardless whether it's a good fight or not, you're gonna make fucking loads from just people laughing at you. But mate, no one's spending that on it. And if people genuinely spends, like, if they get close to 1 million, I'll be upset. Not like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Not salty upset.
No. Just genuinely disappointed in
Yeah.
people that they're spending, and they've given money to them, like, for, like, because everyone, all it takes is like 3 or 4 people to buy it, and it will get around.
Yeah.
It will find a way around. But fuck me, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
That is.
I did actually just think of another, angle to look at this bout, and it is there was a Simple Simon made a TikTok, and this is real. This is real life. Before I said this, Simple Simon made a TikTok saying how if Ed wins.
Oh my! I just realised what this
wins,
is. This is insane.
Ed can have Simon's daughter Keely. Now, there has been a bit of back and forth between Ed and Keely, Ed and Keely, but I'm not sure
is that
how legal this transaction is, because
I would argue
she is like 20, but you can't just give away your daughter.
Is this
She's
not
slave?
This is I was gonna say this is trafficking.
This is
to a degree. Yeah. This is trafficking. Like,
it's very dodgy.
It's. Could you imagine though being like poor old Keely, like, who's been dragged into this now?
To be fair, she has been like embracing it to a degree. Like,
I don't blame her, but like at the same time, you're gonna have to live through this period of your life knowing that I was involved in this, on like I have to live my life knowing that this is one of my, I hate to say it, career highlights.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine though, like, I just have this image of in the ring, Simple Simon, battered, bruised, beaten, and then you just have to see the poor daughter just walked across the ring to his corner, Ed Matthews' corner, and just, here you go.
Your reward.
You've done well. It's like a fucking thing from the Middle Ages, man.
Hey, the fucking laptop was frozen. Hang on.
Oh no.
It's all good. It's literally just frozen on a freeze frame of me like this. That's a thumbnail right there.
Oh, brilliant.
It is. It's like we're going back several hundred years.
It's not. This can't be real life.
We actually ripped apart the YouTubers versus TikTokers event in and around this time last year. Remember Deji?
This is
and
yes.
boys?
Oh my god.
Austin McBroom and all that.
Austin McBroom. Jesus.
This is worse. This is somehow worse.
This is so much worse because it started from nothing. Really, let's be honest. It started from nothing. They've made it bigger than it is. They've deluded themselves in thinking they're going to sell out the O2. Yeah. They had their press conference, like you say, in the fucking little back room, manager's room, and now there's an exchange of a human being involved in this fight. Like, there's a human being that is going to be sent to the other corner of the ring. It's not a fight anymore. This is literally. This is borderline. Like, surely to God, there's something here.
I will say, I didn't think this was going to happen, though.
I didn't think it was going to happen.
There was talks. I'd seen a couple of Simon videos on my For You page. I was like, the fight versus Ed Matthews announced soon, and all this. And I was like, no, just fucking one. Stop chatting, Joe, your arse. But it looks like it's happening in like June.
Oh my, that's so close.
They actually have a day, like June 26th.
That's ridiculously close.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But can we also talk about the fact that, like, when we thought, I think a lot of people would have thought, when they said they were going to have a scrap, I personally thought it was going to just be like in a random gym. Like, you're just going to go to a gym.
Like Joe Weller and Theo.
Exactly, and just fucking have it out. But they're actually going for, like, a big fucking event. Like, a huge event. Like, you know.
Okay, what is, right, say, it obviously is pay-per-view. If me and you were to split the cost, what's the max you would want to pay as, like, half of the deal? Like,
to watch Ed Matthews fight Simple Simon?
If it was, like, £7 and we paid, like, half each, would you do it?
Out of curiosity for a video, I would do it, yeah.
Like, what if we got, like, absolutely wankered and watched it?
That'd
be a trick.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll 100% do it.
Like, now,
do you know what? We actually should.
Let's not push the boat out too much, i.e., let's not pay. Like, we have morals at the same time.
We do. No. That's yeah. We're not watching because we want to watch. We're watching
for content.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like,
it could be a thing. Like, say we set up the little stream out here, whatever. I said the stream quality be fucking ass.
Man, it's just like it just freezes. Next thing, Simple Simon's on the ground. He's done it. He's done it. Ed Matthews has won his daughter. Oh my God.
Ed Matthews has nicked his daughter.
He's unified the daughter division. Oh my God, man! What would? Oh, you know, it almost has to be done.
It almost.
But like, in answer to your question, if I was watching this on my own, the max I would pay is a couple of euro. Like genuinely,
like £2.
Like, it's something I would watch in a pub.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like, it's just like I have no interest.
Yeah.
But like you say, if I had a pint with me and a few boys, it'd be funny to watch and laugh at. You know?
Yeah. It could be a funny little like live ShiteTalk reaction.
I like I said, I'd be up for it. And
we'll have to see how much it is.
Yeah, but that is the main thing.
We're not going to push the fucking boat out. If we end up having to pay like £15 each, it's an L.
Done.
I'm not paying £30 for a fucking pay-per-view of
no.
Simple Simon versus Ed Matthews.
It can't be done. We cannot lower our standards to that.
But if it is like the first KSI Logan fight. Was the first KSI Logan fight was pay-per-view, wasn't it? It was like £7 on YouTube.
It was. Yes, it was on YouTube though.
It was on YouTube.
It wasn't Sky or anything like that. It was YouTube.
Yeah.
That did
So the second one was on DAZN and Sky and all that. Yeah. So the first one was on YouTube, and that was £7. If it was £7 and we paid, what is it, $3.50 each, I would do it.
I would back that.
But only for that. Like if it's any more than that.
Yeah. And can we also say as well, would we watch the full fight, or we just?
We'd have to watch the full card. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna watch the full card.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we need to be proper fucked.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, we need to go. We need to get ready. Like. So that could be. I'd actually be up for that. That could be a laugh.
Yeah,
that could be a laugh for that.
Again, we'll see.
How it goes.
What price it is, because I'm not paying over the odds.
No.
I'm already
like
broken
50,
off as it is.
50. I'd say even if 15 would be pushing, like just a total, not from
like
both of us.
7.5 each.
Yeah, it would still push it, but
you maybe go for that. That might be the cap.
If the build up was as good,
yeah,
like
there's not really been anything on it since the press conference.
No,
has there? It's gone quite dead. Like there was a trailer announced.
Was there?
There was a trailer put out. Let me see. It was put out on the Simple Simon YouTube channel.
Of course it was, because he has YouTube now.
Yeah, he does have YouTube.
Whoever decided to show that man YouTube after TikTok is...
Yeah.
You're an evil person.
So, the question remains. The big question. That's on all of our minds. I think the question of the generation.
The defining moment in our lives, lads.
Who wins?
Mate, it's got to be... Surely it's got to be Ed Matthews, hasn't it?
You would think so, because he's actually like he's a fit lad.
Yeah, but again,
and he's 19. And
we said this. He's 19.
He's 19.
I thought he was 20 something.
He's 19 or 20. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You would. Yeah, it's surely got to be Ed. I mean, for Simple Simon, he might have a bit of like Simple Simon looks like he could be one of those lads down at the pub that would spark you out after a few.
Yeah.
But I just don't think has he got that. Has he got the fitness in him? Like Ed is a young lad. You know,
he actually goes to the gym.
He does, and he does a bit. Do you know? I'm just thinking. I could be proven wrong, and I could be. And to be fair, in boxing, as we know, it takes one good shot to change it all.
This isn't boxing.
This isn't boxing. This is a war.
There's a young girls, you know.
Actually, I know this is not. This is not boxing.
There's a young girls' custody on the line.
Yeah, this is not boxing. Yeah. This is not boxing. But
I can't believe those words came out of my mouth.
I can't even believe that this is actually a thing. Like this is going to happen.
So you're going for Ed Matthews?
I have to go with Ed. And then if we were to go to the undercard of Astrid Wet and Elle Brooke, I personally would love to see Astrid Wet get cleaned out of it. Like I would love Astrid Wed to or Elle Brooke just to slip a jab and then just
they should just
bang.
They should just completely bin off the rules of boxing for that one. Just have a Royal Rumble.
Oh my god, could you imagine
just like
Elle Brooks has got the chair.
It's Elle Brooke from the top row.
Oh my god, lad, that would be so much better. Not even like any of those variations of wrestling, just fucking straight wrestling where they just say, right, you've got 30 minutes, just kick the shit out of each other. Do whatever you want. Just kick the shit out of each other.
Whatever means necessary.
Exactly. If you want to throw her into the crowd and just let the crowd have a few kicks, do it. But I would like to say, I just want to see Astrid Wet. Now, I don't think it's going to happen because I'm judging by Astrid Wet's video. There's not a lot of power going on in any sense.
Well, we've not seen any of Elle yet. So.
Elle's been very quiet, training vigorously, I imagine, to knock her out. But I would think it'd be quite funny to see Elle Brooke just absolutely batter Astrid Wet.
You see, at least with the Simon and Ed one, we kind of know Ed is the favourite and should win.
Yeah.
Whereas with that one, I have a fucking clue.
It's so hard to know.
Who else is going to fight on it though? What's the limit here? Like, are we going to see freaking...
There's about 10 fights.
10 fights of just like...
I wouldn't be surprised at this stage if a couple of 13-year-olds are on it. Like, just, they've thrown two 13-year-olds. It's like...
A couple of football TikTok accounts. Just like, actually revealing their faces.
Who would you... If you were to put... Okay, so say you're Simple Simon or whoever's running it. If you could put two creators on it to fight each other, who would you put on it?
Tom Garrett and Paddy Murphy.
Oh yes, I would.
If we're keeping it strictly to
TikTok, yeah.
Then Tom Garrett, Paddy Murphy. If you're looking for the YouTube boxers,
you're not
going to get them. Tom Garrett is.
Is he United? Is he? No.
He's a Brummie. He's a West Brom fan.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Okay.
But he makes a lot of really funny videos, often responding to people's bad football takes. So, he's quite funny. I do enjoy Tom, but Paddy Murphy in the ring would be...
Dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Dangerous. That man's lethal.
Yeah.
You know they say, some people are killers.
Yeah.
This man's a cold-blooded killer. Like, Paddy Murray in the ring just...
They've had a little bit of back and forth as well.
Oh, have they as well?
Garrett and,
Oh shit!
But it's often just down to like football opinions. Not sure if that's something you can jump in the ring for, but I'm sure
it'd be quite funny
if football Twitter was given the chance and the platform and the means to do that to settle their differences in the ring.
It would happen.
I'm sure they would still stay behind their keyboards. Actually, now that I think about it,
actually, do you know what? Thinking about it, I can't see him getting in the ring.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen.
Or too eager to get in the ring, should I say? At least.
Yeah. Who would you throw on the card then?
Who would I throw on the card?
If we're keeping it like strictly TikTok only.
If we were keeping it to TikTok only, who would...
Cal the Dragon and Luke Bennett?
I was going to say Luke Bennett for one.
Yeah.
I think... Yeah, I would actually. I would see Cal Dragon fight Luke Bennett, just solely because... And you could spin it that, like, Luke Bennett stole Astrid. Because there's a few videos of them going around, so... It'd be kind of funny, so maybe it could be...
You could have a little narrative there,
Yeah, have you... because obviously there is a narrative going around, like the... I don't know if you've seen the Star Wars do the different episodes of, like, the Cal, Astrid, Simple Simon.
Season 3 has got off to a great
start.
It's like... fucking unreal stuff.
It's gonna be brilliant. I think that'd be just funny more than anything. Like I would say, not even like no beef. Just say to the lads, like, look, if you want a couple of views, just have a scrap. No bad blood.
Yeah.
Have a scrap. Like, have a pint afterwards.
No one's gonna get too badly hurt.
No. And just let it happen. I'm
not sure. I think they played each other in like some charity match not recently, but a couple of months ago, and they had some sort of smallish scrap. I think Luke Bennett and Cal the Dragon, but they seem to be grand now.
Good friends, I imagine,
and two very decent lads. But it will be an entertaining fight because we've got two very entertaining lads.
I think it would be. I think it'd be an interesting one.
You need to get straight out.
Get out.
Get out. Man, I fucking love Luke Bennett.
Oh, he's a legend. They're both there. Cal the Dragon and Luke, both. Fair play to them.
Yeah,
fair play to them.
Yeah, fair play. So that has taken up a majority of our podcast, and the first half hour we spent absolutely shiting on about nothing.
ShiteTalk gives you ShiteTalk.
Exactly. Now we've been discussing TikTok beef. Let's get into the nitty gritty, shall we?
Okay. The real shit.
Premier League.
Oh fuck.
The season.
I knew this was coming.
Coming to a close very, very soon.
Yes.
And obviously it's coming to the point now where it's awards season. People are getting their player of the year's awards and all that. Team of the season has come out or is coming out for the FIFA. FIFA that will no longer be called FIFA after 23.
No, it's going to be EA Sports FC.
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit shit, isn't it?
It's like, surely there's something better you could call it.
You would have thought so, but
even Football Simulator, I would have taken.
It's something that's not EA FC.
EA FC.
Really bad.
Like. Anyway.
For this podcast, in preparation, literally this morning, I asked Grivach to pick his Premier League team of the season. I've also picked mine. I don't have it written down, but I think I pretty much know it off by heart. We go position by position.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, right, let's do that.
What for? Have you each come for the normal 4-4-2 or?
I actually went with a 4-2-3-1.
Okay, I've gone for a 4-3-3.
Okay.
Who is your goalkeeper?
So my goalkeeper I went with Alisson.
Same here.
Pretty much based on the fact he has the most clean sheets. He is probably the better of the other top three keepers in the league. I want to give it to De Gea, just to say I have another United player in the team of the season, but I can't do it. Alisson is just a really good goalkeeper.
I think Alisson is like a big reason why Liverpool are actually still in the title race.
He makes some big saves though. Like he is a. Like obviously the other one could be, is it Ederson is the other one?
Ederson, yeah.
Yeah, I mean Ederson. The reason I don't give it to Ederson, not because he doesn't have as many clean sheets, but he's just a bit reckless, I think, on the ball.
He also doesn't get tested as much as Alisson.
No.
So we're not saying Ederson's certainly not a bad keeper, but I just think Alisson over the course of this season has proved that he is the superior Brazilian goalkeeper.
Yes. Sorry, I've been fucking assaulted by a fly there. I was trying to fucking get.
Right back.
Right back, I've gone with João Cancelo.
João Cancelo, right back, okay.
I've probably fucked it up actually now that I think about it. I have, haven't I? I've done it the wrong way around. Shit.
Well, he's a right-footed fullback. He has played right back, but he's played a lot of the season at left back. But who have you put at left back then?
I've gone with Trent.
Yeah, you've gone the wrong way around.
I've gone the wrong way around, yeah. I didn't put position, so I just put the players down, and I was like, wait, which is which? And I was like, oh, fuck it.
Well, I
took a gamble.
Funnily enough, I've gone the same. Trent a right back, Cancelo left back.
Yeah, I think probably the two best wing backs in the league.
Yeah.
Quite by a distance, I would say.
Like,
I mean,
you could argue. I mean, who else could you argue? Kyle Walker's had a decent season, I suppose.
he has, but like
Chelsea, Reece James missed a lot of the season. Like,
I think
it's been good since he's come back.
Yeah.
Chilwell has been out for the whole season. I think United's fullbacks have been,
dog.
but like they've been switching out a lot. Like you've had Dalot and you've had Wan-Bissaka switching. Now you have Tellez and Shaw, and it's like
With this, it's
neither of which have really been very convincing.
No,
anyway,
they
so I don't
haven't
even know why
actually.
they're in the conversation. But so yeah, Cancelo
One thing I will say though is, and it was on my mind when I was putting Trent in the side. Trent is great going forward and on the ball and putting in assists. I question him defensively
I don't
at times.
think he's a very good defender.
I don't think so either, mate. And I know there may be some Liverpool fans that are like, oh, but Trent is brilliant. He's good at everything.
Fuck the Liverpool fans.
No. Like, legit, boys. He gets caught so many times. Recently, I've seen him caught a lot.
Yeah.
And he gets himself wrong, like, positionally sometimes wrong. There was one goal, I can't remember, it was an aerial ball in, a cross. And he kind of just hasn't jumped for it. He's kind of just waiting to go across him, and it's been turned in. And I'm kind of like, as a Liverpool defender, is that good enough defensively?
Yeah, not a chance.
No, but I will say
he still deserves to be in the team of the year.
Absolutely, like he's the most assists, or he's definitely top 3 assists in the Premier League. But I just think defensively, that side of his game,
sauce.
Yeah, very
sauce. So centre backs, I feel like this is where we might have a disagreement or two.
We might, but I also think there could be a. You might be surprised with who I've gone. There's one I think we both should have, and then there's another one which may surprise you.
Okay.
So I'll say my first one.
Okay.
I've gone with Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
Yeah, and the reason being, I just think for a defender who, obviously he's had a great couple of seasons, but for a player to come back after an ACL injury and pretty much put in the same levels of performance as he did prior to his injury, he's so good defensively.
Yeah.
Like space, covering, on the ball. He's a brilliant defender, and he is definitely one of, if not the best defenders in the Premier League right now. He has to be in the team.
Facts. Second one?
I've gone with Antonio Rudiger.
Bro, why have we picked these?
We
picked the same
We
team.
probably have, actually, now looking at it. I just think Rudiger's been so solid the whole season for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And I think he obviously, he might be overrated, or not overrated, he might be underappreciated.
Yeah.
Because obviously, City are there, and everyone for some reason loves fucking Ruben Diaz.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll say this about Rudiger. Obviously, he's leaving for Real Madrid, so what I'm about to say might come off as a little bit salty, but it's not. I promise you it's not. I'm actually not too bothered that he's leaving now. Main reason being, if you cast your mind back to pre-Tuchel, when Chelsea had Frank Lampard or Maurizio Sarri or whoever it was, and Rudiger was playing as part of a back four, he was wank. Right? Now listen, he has been exceptional over the last 12 to 18 months.
He's been unreal.
Ever since Tuchel's come in, changed the system, back three, we're going to stick Thiago Silva in there beside you. He has been unbelievable. And worthy, I think, of a spot in the team of the season.
Yeah, 100%.
But I just don't know if he's gone to Real Madrid now. If he goes into back into a back four with like Eder Militao beside him, I'm not sure it's going to be as good for him as it's been this season.
I agree with you on that. I think when you have Thiago Silva beside you, who is a world-class defender,
has been for the last decade.
Yeah, in a back three as well.
Yeah.
You do have a bit of a cushion there, and then obviously you have Azpilicueta alongside you, who's been pretty solid.
Not recently,
no, but he is a leader. He could talk and he can guide and all this shit.
There's a lot of protection in a back five / back three.
Yeah, definitely. And then you've got like Kante again, who probably hasn't been his best.
No, he hasn't.
No, but he still provides cover. So I think I don't want to be saying that like that's the reason he's been good, because he has actually been good himself.
Like the way he's been picking up the ball, driving with it, like his pace,
and he scored a couple of goals. He's had a couple of shots on target, mate. Like, he's not been too far. We could have had a couple of goals this season more than he's had.
I think as much as we're thrashing him now, or I'm thrashing him, he deserves a team of the season spot.
He does,
in my opinion.
He does. Actually, can I just pause you there? I just want to make sure I have the right number of players. I've just looked down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, we're all good.
Okay.
I just realised I put in someone I didn't know. There's one at the end I didn't know whether I should put in or not. So
this is where our teams will probably differ because you've gone a 4-2-3-1. I've gone 4-3-3. Who's your two DMs?
So obviously I have a holding midfielder.
Yeah.
And again, this decision is based on the fact that I would like a holding midfielder. So it may be a shock.
Okay.
But I've gone with bloody Declan Rice. And I know.
So have I.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Very good. Man, we've actually picked the same thing. Okay, no, it's done. We picked
Why
the
do we
same
pick
thing.
the exact same person?
I think we're going to be pretty close, lad.
That's 100% record so far.
Yeah, so that's pretty solid. I just think Declan Rice is a very good
I think
midfielder.
he's phenomenal. I really do.
I think he's unreal.
I would love him at Chelsea.
I want him at United. I would take him.
I love him, man.
And as well, you think about it as well, he's come up into European football as West Ham have. And again, he's shown he's got quality, and not just in the holding midfield position, but also, like you said, driving forward with the ball, which is an important quality.
That's something he's got really good at as well.
Exactly, and it's something that you need in a modern day holding midfielder. And again, getting forward but getting back as well, another big aspect. And he just makes West Ham. He kind of makes them tick a bit as well, you know, in that midfield.
Have you heard as well though that they've offered him an
8-year contract,
on like crazy money,
250,000 or something
like
maybe.
Like,
it's huge, like
massive money.
Can I just say though, surely you would be stupid to sign an 8-year contract.
I'd
say 4.
Yeah,
I'll give you 4, and that's a good contract. Like that's loyalty even to say 4.
Yeah.
But 8 years is crazy.
You don't want to make the same mistake Harry Kane made.
No, don't do it.
Because Harry Kane's stuck at fucking Spurs now.
He is
Haaland
stuck.
is going to fucking
City,
and it's like
he's done. He'll come to United or some bullshit maybe.
Yeah.
Taggle says something to him, or there'll be a story linked with him going to United if he doesn't actually. But
he could end up at United. Who
he
knows?
could end up, and then his.
I don't think
career
he wants that though.
No, he doesn't want that.
He wants City.
He of course he wants City. I'd fucking want City with the money they're looking at and the fucking football.
The amount of goals he would score at City as well.
Man.
So who you have 2 then? Who's your other one?
My other one has to be Kevin bloody De Bruyne.
So you're putting him beside him in like.
I am, but my theory behind it is, I want De Bruyne drifting forward slightly.
So like a little stagger.
Yeah, like an edge of the box kind of player.
De Bruyne scored 4 goals last night. By the way,
literally, that was a rubber stamp on why he was in there. I don't know if you saw the game, but he was bloody good.
I watched the Chelsea game and then I turned on the City game afterwards. So.
He was fucking unreal.
Yeah, De Bruyne is also in my team.
Yeah, he had to be.
So it's Rice, De Bruyne. I may as well tell you my third midfielder now. I've gone for Bernardo Silva.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think he has been fantastic. Like,
yeah.
He's unbelievable. Like the way he gets the ball, dribbles with it, he's got such quality. Like he can score goals from fucking all ranges. You know, he gets assists. Like he drops in between the lines, picks up incredible little fucking spaces, plays lovely passes in between the lines and defenders. And I'm like, he just has to be in my team. He's had a phenomenal season.
Yeah, at the start of the season as well, he was banging goals in like for fun and all that. He's very good.
So who's your? You've got a 3 then.
Yeah, I have a 3. So I have the 2 either side, and then obviously your central attacking midfielder. Now, I'm gonna leave the 10 for a minute, because there's a discussion to be had about the 10.
Right.
So I'll give you. I assume do you have a left-sided player?
I have a left-sided. Yeah, left of my front 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Will I tell you mine?
Yeah.
I've gone with Jack Grealish. Not myself.
I was like
the biggest flaw.
I was like, am I gonna have to ask this fella to leave? Like,
do you even know ball? No, I've gone with Heung-min Son.
Yeah.
He's been fucking. I actually love Son. I know I have so much love for Heung-min Son. He's not only his ability to link up with Kane, and obviously that plays a big part in this season that he's having. Yeah. But man, he's unreal.
Different gravy.
He's fucking class.
You do question though, like, has it got to get to a point similar to Kane where it's like, is he going to start to look to leave? Like, he's nearly 30 now, isn't he? Or he is 30. So, you know, there's been talks of Sadio Mane going to Bayern Munich and Liverpool. Maybe.
There's been a video actually of Trent Alexander-Arnold saying he wants Son. If he was to take any player from the league, he'd take Son.
I think that'd be a phenomenal sign.
I think
like
Son
he would just slip right in there,
and he'd tear up as well, man. He yeah. You do wonder what could have Son done if he wasn't at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like, how far could he have gone?
I feel like it's a bit of a waste, isn't it?
It's a little bit, and it's kind of sad. Well, it's not sad because he's still a fantastic player, but you just think like the trophies he could have won in other teams.
Yeah.
The same as you could say with Kane, arguably.
Yeah.
It would be it'd be fucking scary. I'd say how much he could win with the right manager and the right team. But
with Tottenham, you're just never going to win anything. Really.
Tottenham's a tough place to win trophies at the minute.
I think that's an understatement of the year.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair to say your right hand side player.
I think it's quite obvious, isn't it?
Mo Salah.
Yeah, had to be.
Yeah.
Salah,
he's not had a great start to 2022. I don't think not phenomenal, but like he's still by far and away the top scorer in the league.
There was a period of time where you were almost guaranteed he scores or assists in every game, and it was like that. I think if you even check like on the Premier League, it was like goal or assist every game until like you said the start of around 2022.
Yeah,
and it's like the man, and he's playing different competitions. He's playing the African Cup of Nations as well.
Yeah,
and he was a figure in that as well.
Yeah, and
he's come back and then he fucking scores and gets involved in that, and I just think he's a phenomenal player. And again, if you didn't have Messi or Ronaldo still playing, he's surely, and I've said it before on this podcast, he's surely got to be considered as one of the best in the world at what he does.
Yeah,
absolutely. I just cannot. There's no argument, in my opinion, to say if anyone was to say Salah's not the best at what he does, you need to leave. You need to
get out.
So
I think I do think this is going to be the one player that we say that are different. I've said Bernardo Silva.
Yes,
this is going to be. You definitely haven't picked Bernardo.
I have
Silva.
not picked. This is the first,
and I feel like the striker. I feel like we have the same one as well.
Probably, yeah. The striker is going to be the same. Yeah. However, so I have a central attacking midfielder. Okay, that's confirmed. Again, I would have liked to have kept it to a player who does play this position.
Okay.
Now, as much as I love my club, and I do love my club, even though I hate my club. The only player I can't. I'm not going to say it. Just let me explain. Okay, so
you're not going to say Bruno Fernandes.
The name came up in the discussion, but let me just say this. No.
Delete.
No. Hold on. I haven't put Bruno in the team. I will say that now. Bruno's not in the team.
All right,
but I seen he obviously he's high up in goal involvements. Now
Bruno is.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean shit, obviously. That doesn't mean a whole lot. Doesn't mean he's assisting or scoring. It just means he's involved in build-up play to the goals. I would have liked to have put Bruno there. I genuinely would have, if he wasn't so fucking shit and completely overrated as a player. And I'm sorry, United fans, but you have to accept that this season, I will accept. Other seasons, I can say, maybe Bruno has been a good player. And Bruno is a good player. This season, lads.
Dog shit.
This season has been absolutely cat. And people, United fans have even said it, you don't deserve to wear the jersey. And he's gone on and says, I don't deserve to wear it.
I did see one a few weeks ago, actually. It was after the Liverpool game at Anfield. And he was asked about why United are playing so shit, basically. And he was like, we've nothing to play for. And Diogo Dalot then a couple of weeks later was like, we have to play for this, we play for that. He's like, Liverpool are playing for quadruple, we're playing for nothing. But you are playing for your fucking self. You're playing for the club. You're playing for the manager. You're playing for the fucking fans who have paid a lot of money to come and see you, you prick.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's what you're paying for.
But that is why I've fallen out of favour with Bruno. Like I really that kind of.
That's annoying. That would annoy me.
And what I'm trying to say is I'm not picking Bruno. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, basically, I haven't picked Bruno. But the problem is, I cannot think, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I cannot think of another central attacking midfielder who I haven't listed as like you can say midfielders, like middle of the park midfielders. I just can't think of anyone. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a couple of names out there, and I'm going to let you decide for me.
Right.
And I'm going to just throw three out there, and I just want you to give. So I've gone with, you got Sadio Mane, Diego Jota, and Jared Bowen. Out of those three, who do you think deserves a spot in the coveted place in Grivac's team of the season? The one that matters more than the Ballon d'Or, I'd argue.
Yes. Mane.
Yeah, I was going to say Mane. And the only reason I didn't put Mane in, because it just made the United in me didn't want to put two Liverpool players up front.
Yeah.
But it has to be. Mane, I think, when Salah hasn't played well, when Salah hasn't played well, Mane's played well, and he's picked up the slack. I was going to put Luis Diaz in, but I just think because he hasn't really
Had a
whole
whole
season, it's not really fair. So I will say for my Cam and for my 10, Mane's got it.
Yeah.
So that brings us then to striker. And I have a name here, Aaron. And I know you might not like it, but I'm hoping you've got the same name as I have.
I reckon we do.
Okay.
I reckon we do.
Who's your striker?
My striker is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
It had to
is.
be.
It is.
It had to be.
Because I was thinking about this and I was like, well, Harry Kane's only been good for half a season.
Yeah.
City and Liverpool don't really play with strikers.
No, they play with wingers that play
They play with
over
like
the
attacking
ball.
mids or wingers that alternate. And like the best centre forward in the league in 2021-22 has been Cristiano Ronaldo.
And there's going to be a lot of people that don't like you saying that. There's going to be a lot of people.
But it's facts.
Like, I genuinely don't understand. Like, certain United fans have a really bad agenda against Ronaldo and saying the team is built around him. And maybe there's a case for that. But man,
You only have to look, right, where the fuck would they be without him?
this is, if you take, and I think I said this to you in fucking Goal Recreations. There was an argument was being made that last season with Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford and Edison Cavani, they were doing the exact same and they were scoring similar amounts of goals. Greenwood's in jail.
Yeah.
Rashford's shit.
Yeah.
And Cavani has been pretty much injury riddled and I'm pretty sure wants to go.
I think it's fair to say he does
The
want to go.
only man who has stepped up, as you say, and played well in this United squad, other than David De Gea, who I will give, as I said, a shout out to because he has pretty much had to make the most saves in the league, or one of the most saves in the league, because of his backline have been shite.
Yeah.
Ronaldo has been consistently up there.
Yeah.
The man lost, and again the tragedy surrounding Ronaldo, and he fucking scored in his next game.
Yeah.
He scored, like, you're talking about a professional footballer, one of the best of all time, my personal best of all time, and he's the third highest goal scorer in the Premier League.
He's 37 years old.
Exactly, a league where apparently, it's the hardest league in the world, toughest league in the world, where even the best will crumble, according to some players. And there's a lot of people who will say players from other, leagues and all that will crumble here. And they said the same about Ronaldo. They said when he comes from Serie A, a fucking farmers league, he comes into the United team, he's going to be shit. He won't be able to do it for us. Third highest goal scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I understand people don't. Obviously, I understand people won't like that the team might be built around him, but you cannot deny he is the best striker, as you say, or centre forward in the league currently, right now for this season.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think he's phenomenal. I really do. I think when Cristiano Ronaldo was signed by Man United in the summer, I think a lot of us, including me, were a little bit like, "Oh, they've only just done that because City were looking for him."
Yeah,
there was the City. He might go in and it's like, "I want to see Ronaldo at City," like. And to a degree, I still kind of stand by that. I don't think Ronaldo coming back was ever the plan, but he's come in and he has saved ye to a point. Like he can only do so much as one man. Like him and I'd argue David De Gea have been the only two consistent performers.
Yeah.
The whole season, and at 37 years old to come back to the Premier League and dominate it once again, I think is so
insane.
Admirable. Like it's insane. It's insane.
What
And even still, if you ask me who's the most clutch player in the league, and if I need a goal, who the fuck am I going to bring on?
Yeah.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo, because the man just has a way of finding those positions and getting a goal. And do you know what? Not all of his goals have been fucking tap-ins or penalties all season. He scored some fucking fantastic goals. The one against Tottenham,
Spurs.
the free kick against Norwich, like.
They're good. Like, he still has ability in him. Like,
37 years old. It's not normal for someone to have that. To be playing in the best league in the world, to be scoring the amount of goals he has, to be carrying a team like Manchester United, and overall just still having the same hunger and desire that he has always had to be the best. He's never going to win a Ballon d'Or again.
No, and that's a side of it now. That I think as much as he'd want to, he can't win the Ballon d'Or. But I think now it's more. You look at his legacy and then like how he finishes. Like you say, regardless of what happens now, he will be I will remember him for what he's done this season for United. Not everyone will, obviously not.
Do you think he'd be here next season?
I'd like him to be. I'd like him to stay at least. What I'm hoping is going to happen is Tag is going to get onto him and say, "Look, I understand. You're not happy. I can tell you're not happy. You're playing at United.
Yeah.
A bad United team. The worst United team in recent years.
Yeah.
He says, we have a plan. You see, stick it out for a season. You know, see where it gets you. See, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, that's fine. United have 200 million apparently to spend next season. And that's before we get rid of players, which has to happen, by the way. There are players who need to be sold in the club in the summer. I would hope that it's on the phone and it's discussed out, and Ronaldo kind of agrees, look, if we can play a better football and there's potential light at the end of the tunnel, if we can get somewhere back to where United would be and should be, maybe I could see Ronaldo staying. But I do understand there's very little at the minute to keep him in United. Now, obviously,
especially if you just don't have
Champions League. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So obviously, Mr. Champions League not being in a Champions League, but
it'd be the first time in like 20 years that Ronaldo's not.
But I would argue in that discussion, at 37, you know, and I know he's Champions League and he loves that competition, but at 37, I'm just thinking, and this could be a bad hot take. This could be a stinker here.
Right.
At 37, would it be that bad to play a season? This is horror. This is making me feel sick inside. To play a season in the Europa League and to kind of say, if we can dominate Europa League, like if we even get Europa League, that's if we get Europa League, we have to dominate it. Yeah. We have to absolutely fly through it. No fucking close calls. Just fucking convincing wins, decent football. I would say if I was Ronaldo, I'd just be thinking, please, just hold on. I know there's very little to keep him there, but I'm just thinking the other side of it as well. Where's he going to go after this?
Where's he going to go?
Are we saying like this is this moment? Like we've talked about this moment for years to come, previous years. When is the moment when he realizes, you know, there's very little on for me here? Like, realistically, he's going to have to go, if he wants something big, he's going to have to go to a team that's going to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
He can't go, he could, hopefully he wouldn't morally, he can't go to City.
Yeah.
He can't go to Liverpool. Madrid is the only team I can think of.
That could happen though.
That could happen, and it very could happen.
Yeah.
And they would welcome him back with open arms, and they would, no more than we would, adore him.
Yeah.
And that is my biggest fear, because I know they're through a rebuilding process. They've got Champions League final this year, Madrid.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know if I told you this, but that was the other side that I didn't want Madrid to get into. That was the only reason I didn't want Madrid to beat City, was because that's a big eye turner, head turner.
Yeah, Champions Europe. Yeah. You were saying, I get the point of where else would he go. Madrid is a possibility, and would he just stick it out with United and play Europa League or even Conference League football, which it could be, which it could be, mate.
It's very likely Conference League, man.
I just don't think that's how he operates.
I
don't think he gives a shit. Like he obviously cares about Man United, but I don't think he cares enough to go, yeah, I'll just stick for mediocrity for another 2 or 3 years. I don't think he wants to do that. I think he wants to go out at the top.
Yeah.
And Man United, unfortunately, isn't.
No, it hurts.
That is a big question, though. Would he go back to Madrid? Would Madrid take him back?
I would. To be fair, like you think about his position now. Like Benzema has his position in striker. Yeah. Vinicius Junior is a left winger. I don't think Ronaldo can play on the wing anymore. Or do you think?
I don't think he's quick enough anymore.
I don't think so either. And I think his height presence alone, or his inbox.
I don't think Ronaldo has been a winger for a couple of years now.
Exactly. He's played striker. He was a striker at Madrid as well for a period, wasn't he?
Juventus he was a
striker. He's been striker at United. He's not really played on the wing. We have seen him put in shifts tracking back though for United.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing, more than fucking some players like Rashford.
Exactly, and that's another topic that we will definitely talk about. So maybe not today, but some other day. Yeah. But yeah, I just think it would hurt me to see Ronaldo leave. Like it's going to upset me, because I adore Ronaldo, but I wouldn't hate him if he left the club, because I fully understand. Yeah. No, like, and that's the thing. Like, obviously, United fans would be like, some United fans would be like, oh no, if he leaves the club now, I'll never forgive him. Like you said, man, he don't settle for less than the best.
That's how he's got to where he is.
And like you said, the United move, I think as much as United fans don't want to admit it, it was to stop a move to City, and it was kind of a PR move.
Yeah.
You know, a bit of money here. He's not playing. And in fairness, when he was at Juventus in Syria, Juventus were on the down.
Yeah.
And Juventus are on the down now. But now with Madrid knocking at the door, and they've like I said, getting to the Champions League final, they've just won the Liga as well. There's a good chance, and again, it wouldn't be the hardest thing to imagine him dominating the Liga.
No.
So
I think he'd still eat up the goals.
I think he would. If he's doing it in the Prem, he can do it in the Liga. Yeah, I fully agree with that.
Well, those are our teams of the season, and those are our thoughts on where the likelihood of Cristiano Ronaldo's next destination is. Whether it'll be United next season under Eric Ten Hag, we don't know yet. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let us know your teams of the season. I can't believe how close we were to like nearly identical teams.
Because I remember we did this last year as well, and there was a good difference. Yeah,
quite different. And now there's only one in the difference. You picked Mane, I picked Bernardo Silva. So
the question has to be:
we both know ball.
We do, but the question has to be asked: then is that just a sign of either, first off, how one-sided the Premier League is coming at the top for the race for the title? And is it then a sign of how poor the Champions League race and the Europa League race is, in the sense that there should be
more players from there?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a sign, and you know, it's not the only sign we've had, but just how dominant Liverpool and Manchester City are and are going to continue to be. Because like as we said, City have signed Erling Haaland.
That's bad, boys.
That's bad. It's good for the league to have a player of that quality in there, but I just do think City are going to continue to dominate.
It's going to hurt, man.
City are going to like he signed for a 5-year contract. How many of them years do you reckon they're going to win the league? I reckon all.
If not all of them, I surely think at least 3.
Like Liverpool can't compete with that.
I think the only chance Liverpool have is in that first season where he has to get used to the league, and that is saying. Like, that's disregarding all the other quality players who are used to the league and are playing at their best. You know, you're only talking about striker, and City are very, very close to winning the league without having a proper striker, mate. Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah.
That is proper scary.
And not only that, they're getting someone in who's like one of the next GOATs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
potential to be one of the best. Like the same hype that Kylian Mbappe had when he first started, if not more.
Well, they reckon him and Mbappe are going to be the two that dominate now after Ronaldo and Messi, isn't it?
What I will say is the World Cup. He's Norwegian, is he?
Yeah.
They're surely not in the World Cup, are they?
I don't think so.
But France are.
Yeah.
So I want to see a bit of. This is the season I want to see Kylian Mbappe come on and really start fucking.
Yeah.
Putting in. Like.
Look, if he goes to Real Madrid as well, like that.
But this is it, mate. I've just realised, and that's going to be that front 3 for Madrid. Could be if Ronaldo goes. Yeah. Could be terrifying.
If Ronaldo goes, but even if he doesn't, you still got Mbappe, Benzema, and Vinicius.
They're gonna be lethal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah, well, like we said, we got a little Champions League final reaction coming up in 2 weeks. Is when the Champions League final.
28th, yeah.
So Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Let us know your predictions for that in the comments. I think we're gonna wrap it up there because I feel like everything is probably dying at this point. But yeah, pretty much. It feels good to be back, bro.
Feels good.
It feels good, lads. Hope you're just doing well. And if you've enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. ShiteTalk to the moon this summer as a dog barking over me, and that's also probably a sign to end it. But we will catch you in the next one. Take care. Oh, I fucked it.
That is.
Take care and peace.
The media student has fucked it.
Take care and peace.